100 grams of protein every day for breakfast. I'm going to show you how I do it. I'll tell you why I do it. And even if you don't need 100 grams or you do, I'll tell you how you can alter this to work for you. So first of all, I have been doing this for the last 8 months. Now, not everybody needs 100 grams of protein in one meal. And before I get the question that inevitably is going to come in the comments and that people are going to go back and forth about, can you absorb 100 grams of protein at one time? You absolutely can. The old fallacy that you can only absorb 30 grams of protein per meal comes from the food pyramid in the 1980s, where they told you to eat 11 servings of carbs per day. So at that point in time, it was like meat was bad, fat was bad, carbs are good. Well, we all know that that turned out not to be true to a large extent, that meat was bad and that fat was bad. Whether carbs is good or not, I'll let you guys debate on your own. But this morning, I want to show you guys why I do this. So first of all, if you have a protein goal to hit every day, so my protein goal to hit every day is 225. I'm currently 215 pounds. The reason I bring that up is because with my goal every day of getting down to 200, I need to keep my protein high to be able to keep muscle mass in the process, because as you guys know, muscle mass helps you burn calories. Okay, so first of all, first 8 grams of this meal of protein are just in a Lender's bagel with some no sugar jam. That's it, easy. Okay, so where's the other 92 grams come from? Comes from a protein shake. Now, the protein shake that I'm going to teach you to make can be altered to have 25, 50, 75, even 100 grams of protein, whatever is going to work for you guys that day. Now, what I mean by that is I front load my protein, meaning I get a big 100 grams in the morning, very easy for me to eat 125 grams the rest of the day. But for a lot of people, you might want to eat your protein during the day normally and get to the end of the day, and if you're 65 grams short that day, 40 grams short that day, you can simply alter this shake to fill it in so that you're never short of your protein goal. Very easy. So let's start this off. So first of all, grab a blender or shaker cup. So a blender cup works better because you're going to want these ingredients really mixed well. Second is we're going to go with the highest protein non-fat milk you can find. I got the one from Fairlife. This is 80 calories and 13 grams of protein per cup. So all I'm going to do, guys, is dump 12 ounces of milk into the blender cup. If you're going to do a smaller shake, maybe 8 ounces of liquid is enough. Next step is pick your protein powder. I don't care which one you use. I like the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard way. It mixes easily, it tastes great. This is the extreme milk chocolate flavor. Link is down in my Amazon. And you know, it has 25 grams of protein per scoop, so it's very easy to calculate. So I've got 25 grams of protein in, I've got 50 grams of protein in, and I've got 75 grams of protein in. Okay. Now that's the base of our shake. We're already at 92 grams of protein, plus our bagel, we hit our 100 grams. What else can you add to this shake? Well, because I'm doing a chocolatey shake, I'm gonna do some 0 calorie, 0 sugar syrup. So I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of that, just to jazz it up, get some more chocolatey flavor. Then, I heavily recommend for anybody that's on a high protein diet or that drinks a big shake to add a heaping tablespoon of Benefiber. Now, Benefiber both helps keep your belly flat and helps you digest a lot of food. So it's very easy for me every day. I don't have any protein bars. I don't have any problems with my stomach whatsoever. My body's very used to the shake. I just put a heaping tablespoon in. And by the way, that's odorless and tasteless. You can't even tell that it's in there, guys. So it's no problem to absorb it. Okay, now, generally you want to pack this with as much ice as you can. But what I like to do is I just put a big old Skool ice cube in there. I blend it up, and once it's blended, I throw another ice cube in so it stays cold as I drink it. Okay, so I'm gonna blend this up and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, guys, shake is done. It's all blended up. It's so good. So this is about 5 minutes to eat a bagel and drink this shake. It's not thick, goes through quick. I really enjoy this meal, and I'll tell you guys that being able to have this as a tool, being that I can always get an extra source of protein like this. Yeah, is it best to eat your protein? Absolutely it is. But if it comes down to it, just going over and getting a shake in to fill in the gap that day is very useful. And so I'll tell you guys, especially if you're on any kind of an appetite suppressant, you know, semi-hereditary CAG, anything like that, or something, you know, medical, whatever it is, it's really difficult to eat that much protein a day. So having this always available, winner chicken dinner, really helps. Let me know, guys, down in the comments, if you will, what do you put in your protein shake if you make one every day? And I'll throw in a little bonus tip. If you, instead of buying a chocolate flavor, if you buy something like the strawberry flavor, and then instead of using ice, put frozen mixed berries in there. Oh, it's so good, guys. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. So try that if you like a fruit smoothie instead. If you haven't already, please like and follow. I'll see you guys in the next one.